farmers. Today I want to show you why is it important to upgrade yourself or upgrade your farming operations to real farming business or to precision agriculture. We've seen how farmers are losing their crops. I was just reading some statistics when I saw that farmers who are doing horticulture, they are losing plus or minus 40% of their total yield due to pests and diseases, due to poor transportation, due to poor handling of their produce. So we're not talking about the yield that they get, we're talking about the losses that are happening because maybe they don't understand what is supposed to be done. So let me get into this issue of precision farming. Precision farming, you are looking at the real information that you need for you to get maximum yield. For example, you're doing this cabbage, like this field is just 5 hectares of cabbages. And imagine when you realize that there's a black rot in your field, when you are now seeing it with your naked eyes, it means the crop has been damaged. And for you to control that, you're now supposed to remove all the affected plants. You are supposed now to buy different chemicals and you are spraying it rigorously so that you get rid of that disease. Waste some of these bacterial or viral infections, they are no longer controllable. So you are already having a loss. That 20% loss is already happening maybe at 3 weeks after transplanting. So what about when we reach to 90 days when we harvest? Already we've lost 40% or 30% of the actual yield. That is why we are saying we are giving you a specialized service, a specialized technique to identify pests and disease, because we introduced this drone technology to make sure that when you are now doing scouting, you will be able to identify the water stress, the crop health issues, whether it's lack of fertilizer and specific type of fertilizer which is missing within your soil. Well, normally we talk about the NPK, which is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, but these horticultural crops, they need these micronutrients, be it magnesium, be it zinc, all those things, they are needed in small amounts. That's why we recommend the use of compound seed, because it contains some of these nutrients. But we are saying in case maybe you just planted, you need to understand exactly what is missing within your soil. Then we give you that through our scouting report. That scouting report is very, very, very precise, because it gives you where exactly you are supposed to put more concentrated chemical or less concentrated chemical. And not only in cabbage or in horticulture, we are doing this even in cereals, doing it in wheat, 50 hectares, 100 hectares. And the good thing about this scouting, you will be able to do it in no minutes. For example, imagine scouting 50 hectares in just 10 minutes. Other than just having people moving around the field, they can spend the whole day scouting, but not giving you the actual results. So now we are saying you are now able to get exactly what is missing within your soil and the position or the coordinate that you're supposed to go and say, I'm supposed to put so much chemical. And now we are putting the spraying part, whereby we are saying the drone for spraying is now using the map that we are producing after doing the scouting, so that we can calibrate it and say where there's more concentration of weeds, you put more herbicide, and maybe at this rate. Where there's less, you put this rate. Then when there's no any weed, then it doesn't spray, which means you're also saving money to buy chemicals. Imagine if you're doing maize, maybe it's a Stellar Star that you're supposed to use, and you're supposed to use maybe 2 liters a hectare or 1 liter a hectare, and that chemical you're buying it maybe $100 or $150 or $200 depending on the time of the season. So what it means, you are now using less. Maybe you're using 500 ml because you are only putting the chemical where there's more weeds. Even with the pest, you are putting the more chemical where there's a concentration of rot or something, or the disease that is affecting your field. So that is very important to update into the real farming business and adjust. I always say this, it is very important to adopt to technology, because technology helps you to optimize your performance, to streamline your performance. You get more with less. You have to think about why those countries with smaller land, Africa is probably has got the capacity to feed the whole world by just maybe taking 10 or 15 countries in Africa. They can feed the whole world, but we're being fed by those countries with the less land. Why? Because they manage to understand the impact of technology. They manage to understand the impact of upgrading to innovations, so that they're able to get maximum yield. Like just for this field that we are in, you are doing scouting, use just moving around, and you are not able to understand what is exactly required, because you are not able to detect the problem earlier. You detect it when already the damage is happening. But with the drone technology, you'll be able to understand that quicker and earlier and better results. Thank you.